wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The Nittany Lions offense is on the field for the first time today. And here comes the big fella, a staple of this aerial attack, Jesse.
And he's a guy they can line up all over the field, David. There's matchups out there waiting to be taken advantage of.
Yeah, and it's so nice to be able to do that. It makes it easy to play quarterback when you can feature a guy like this that's fast, big, and strong.
Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. The whole Penn State legacy is built on toughness, getting it done on the ground, and they pick up a first down.
And you got to start there with the physicality, the ground game, getting that going. That's kind of a Northeast thing.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. So the Rutgers Scarlet Knights offense has its first opportunity of the day. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
They're throwing the swing pass to the back, just trying to get him the ball in space to see if he can make people miss. That time, though, the defense, nice job with the tackle.
They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. Lets it fly. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it.
Man, this home crowd was so jacked up, so excited to finally get the football after giving up points on the first drive and having to be quiet. Now they're quiet again. How about the defense coming in here, shutting this crowd up early and doing their job?
The Scarlet Knights will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They're bringing heat. Going to try to get it himself. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. The Nittany Lions will punt this one away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
After they couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. Running back searching for a hole. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
They're going to get him for a safety. Tried to make something out of nothing and still got stuck for the 2.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
So after that safety, they'll kick it away from their own 20. On the return, it's Saunders fighting off the defender. Maybe if he could have eluded just 1 or 2 more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at the 30. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. They're going to run it. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Tackled at the 45 after the 5-yard play. It's enough for the 1st down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that 1st down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Wants to throw on 1st down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Touchdown, Penn State! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. That's caught. It's strong. Gets away from one, finds room. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the 1st down. And the Scarlet Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. He wants to throw. Floats it out in space. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Got it in the middle. It's strong. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Looking to move it through the air. Pocket starts to collapse. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
Man, Penn State is known for its defense, right? Tough, physical, they can stop the run, and they can get after the quarterback, and they do it from the linebacker position. You think about the legacy this school has had at that spot. This guy right here, he fits into exactly what they want a linebacker to be, and the ability to get after the QB is a big part of that.
Looking to throw on second down. Quick completion on the out. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Quickly out to the tight end. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down. They've moved it to the 19, first and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. He's got it on the move. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gives you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the returner will be brought down. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Leaves it with the back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The give to the back. Nice move to stay on his feet. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll leave it with him. They make the stop, and that'll bring the first quarter to a close. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Now they're going to throw it. Feeling some heat. Not the type of accuracy you typically see from this senior quarterback.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
Back to pass, it's Aller. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. After moving the sticks with the pass, here we are on first down. Pressure coming. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. They couldn't do it on that last play.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Unloads to the right. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Looking to throw it again. Unleashes one deep. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy, his second receiving touchdown.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Getting set for the point after. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards. And the finisher coming courtesy of that touchdown toss from 45 yards out. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They scored here. We're in for a ball game.
It'll be third and short from their own 33. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Still on his feet at the 45. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. The Scarlet Knights will snap it on 1st and 10.
And that is such great execution by this offense. 3rd down and 2. They know you're running the football, but they were physical. Great job creating a little bit of space. Not only do you get the 1st down, you chew up a bunch more yards too. Nice execution by this offense.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Tipped at the line, and it's intercepted. Taking it the other way. The 10. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Penn State!
And how about that play by this defense? Reading the running back, coming out of the backfield, breaking on the football, making the pick, and then walking himself into the end zone for a touchdown.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. And he's coming out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's strong. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback extends the play. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
And the Scarlet Knights line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Looking for a block. It's Brown. He gets a block. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. First down here for the offense. They'll give it to the back. He's there to make the stop.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Allard. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
You want to change some of this bad luck you've had so far around? Get after the quarterback and get his butt on the ground. Nice job by the defense. This game ain't over. It's still the first half. This is a good start.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Nittany Lions will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And they'll just down it right there. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3 and out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Unloads to the wideout. Fires into traffic. It's picked off.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. You get field position like this, and you're not likely to punt the way they did the last time they had the ball.
Yeah, great job by the defense, setting them up in an opportunity to get some points on the board quickly.
This is an opportunity you've got to capitalize on this field position. You must come away with points here if you're on offense.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Allard. Using the quick game. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
Man, how about the first half this guy's having? He already has 2 touchdowns, picks up a huge first down right here. On defense, you're going to have to find a way to control this guy. You're going to have to make some big-time adjustments at halftime.
They want to throw it. But a little time, lets it go. Into the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And the extra point is good.
Penn State 37, Rutgers 7.
Cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Set to advance on the football.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, you need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you've got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle, it's strong. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Caught on the outside, it's strong. And he's down right there. Picked up a few, but still some work to do to get a first down. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Makes his connection. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Scarlet Knights will hustle to the line. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Firing to the right, complete. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. He wants to throw it again. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment. They've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
And back to the air on 2nd down. This one's complete. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Makes the catch. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Got his man down the middle. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Trying to get to him. To the end zone, and it's picked off. Smashes ahead. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Dude, 2 drives, 2 INTs. I don't know who the backup quarterback is, but I might start thinking about doing something there. Goodness gracious, keep turning the football over. Can't do it. Can't put your defense in a bad spot time after time.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead. going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
To throw, it's Aller. Skips away from pressure. Finds the tight end. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Quarterback checking the play. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Lofts one high and deep. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Nittany Lions decide to punt it away. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He'll start this drive firing. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. And he's got it from 57. What a beauty.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. So they get the late field goal right before the half and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Penn State.
Barring a penalty, this will be the final play of the first half on 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Aller. Fires one high and deep. Pulls it in on the right. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great scene there today in Piscataway. Toughest job inside that stadium right now might just be the scoreboard operator after all those first downs and touchdowns. Big plays have defined this one, thanks to 2 of the best receiving corps in all of college football. Let's see if these defenses can adjust and make the necessary chess moves. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the birthplace of college football.
The Nittany Lions will kick it off to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+. That's the way you get things going. A huge play, and now attacking from just inside the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
All right, you dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
He'll pull it on the read. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
He's got it. They will score! Touchdown, Rutgers!
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. A 69-yard touchdown drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Wallace. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Line gets set, first down. He's going to pass. Makes the grab. It's Reynolds. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. He wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. That is just a sideline credit. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage zone. nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. They've got the screen set up. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
To the air, it's Allard. They're trying to get to him. Finds a man by himself. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
Defense, what are we doing? You can't miss that guy. How are you going to leave the big fella wide open? You can't act like you didn't see him line up. You know where he is. You knew coming into the game he's a weapon. That had to be a coverage bust.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Yeah, defense is about getting off the football. I mean, that defensive line can be disruptive, get in the backfield right away, and mess up those pullers actions on those counter plays. It can be really advantageous for the defense. Great job on the defense being hyperactive.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Got it! And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2.
And, man, this quarterback has had a day. With that pass, he goes over 300 yards on the day. Really nice job executing, putting up some yards today. Pretty good day for the young man.
And the Nittany Lions will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he won't be able to get in as the defense gets him down at the 1. The Nittany Lions moving quickly to the line. Little touch pass to the receiver. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. The pressure ramps up on 3rd and goal. With jet sweep pass. Touchdown, Penn State! And the stomping has commenced. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
That just gets in the zone, right? And you can't miss. You've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. Looking to move it through the air. Unloads to the wideout. And he dropped it. Just didn't hook the thing all the way in.
And I've been there, fellas. This is no fun if you're a quarterback. All game long, you've got guys in your lap. You've got guys chasing you all the way across the field. You just never feel like you can get in a rhythm because this pass rush is in your face all day.
They get him down after he makes the catch.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. It just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Catch in the middle. It's Fletcher. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down to the 42. And the Scarlet Knights are on the move.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting those conversions.
Couldn't connect on that last play. Now 2nd and 10 from the 42. Off play action. Getting some heat. And boy, was that pressure in his face immediately. Down he goes.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
He's got his man. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Is that guy's foot human? My goodness, did he hammer that ball from distance. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. Fielded in the end zone, it's Wallace. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. 2nd down coming up. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Coming after it. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Listen, I know DBs don't catch the ball real well, but to be a defensive back, it's one of the hardest positions in football. You got to stay with these big, fast, wide receivers and then try to go track the football and make a play. Great job making a play for his teammate.
Scanning the field, it's Aller. Makes the grab on the left. Still running at the 40. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. They're bringing it, and he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. How about that alert play from the defense to scoop it up? And they'll get him down after a solid return. Well, this is just the type of field position this offense wants. They're going to open this drive with a pass. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
The Scarlet Knights trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Brought down at the 7 after picking up 3.
At the 7-yard line. Brings up 2nd and goal. Ready up.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here.
Let's go!
The run up the middle, looking for the score. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. Looking for the score. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, State University of New Jersey.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over.
And the quarterback is sacked. Big play by the defense that is probably going to be wiped out by that penalty flag. I think they jumped offside. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. The last time they had it, they weren't secure with the football and put it on the ground, David.
Yeah, and I think sometimes that will cause for you to be a little bit conservative, but keep doing you. Put that behind. It's one mistake, Jesse, move on.
I've always been a fan of getting that guy who fumbled it, the ball back early. You got to let that guy turn the page. They need him to make plays if they're going to win this game.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Makes the catch down the right side. Oh, look out. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. And the punishment has been extended.
Number 19.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And they did tack on the extra point. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
51. Rutgers, 26.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Buys a little time. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
I think this quarterback now at this point is looking over the sideline saying, hey, can we just not throw it anymore? I mean, my guys, they can't block for me. I've got no chance back here. We need to just run the ball from this point out.
He wants to throw here on 2nd down. It's complete to the left. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Got it in the middle. It's strong. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. And the Scarlet Knights with the 1st and 10. He's going to pass. He's going to take off. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really good job by the defense getting to the quarterback and getting him on the ground for no gain. It's tough. Once you get there and get pressure, it's so hard to get these guys on the ground because they're elusive. Really good job wrapping him up and getting to the ground.
Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Moving away from pressure. He's going to run it.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Caught over the middle. It's Fletcher. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. The Scarlet Knights are flying down the field. Going up top on 1st down. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On 2nd down, he'll fire. Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. It's a draw. What a good run there. He has enough for the 1st down.
Yeah, and Nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because the defense, they've got the lead big. They're just playing a little bit more zone, a little bit more prevent. They're fine letting this offense just chip down the field, but they're wasting time off the clock.
The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Rutgers! Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
He'll try to tack on one more. Smashes it through for the PAT. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. They'd hoped to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They go to the ground. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? You've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
The Nittany Lions come to the line in the hurry-up. Back to throw, it's Aller. Quickly complete. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. He's looking to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
He'll come through on third down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. On first down, here comes this offense. Quarterback checking off. They'll throw it on first down. Touchdown, Penn State! And the pummeling has started.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Forced out of the pocket. He'll try to do it himself. At the 40, there he goes. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. And you just don't expect your junior quarterback to get fooled and to throw it into double coverage like that. Back to work on 2nd and 10 from the 41 after that last incompletion. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat.
And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Trying to take it back. The 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. And this veteran quarterback just overshot his man that time.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated.
He lobs one high down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. And the Scarlet Knights send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. On the return, it's Brown. Slips through the line. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They have dropped a hush on this entire stadium, David, by controlling this game.
And there's nothing like shutting up the home crowd. You love it. Nothing like having a big lead in the 4th quarter, Palmer, and not having to stress or worry.
Yeah, really impressive just seeing how they were able to take everything from the practice field this week and apply it to game day. They've been locked in all week with the game plan, running and throwing the football, man. This has been impressive.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. After not really playing their best earlier this season, people